Let's talk about Wise Business Plans. Is this service really worth it? Let's talk about it. So let me give you the about section of this Wise Business Plans. First of all, Wise Business Plans is not business plan software. It's not. It's a service that allows you to actually write a business plan, among other things. Because a lot of folks get it confused when they actually think about Wise Business Plans. They think it's actually software. No, it's not. And the thing is that you need to understand, it's actually a consulting service that actually helps you write your business plan, among other things. And they do a lot of options for different kinds of business plans for various types of business types, which makes them really versatile in our view. They also have been in business for many, many years or decades now. So this is really great. And they also have business building and business funding options as well. So if you wish to establish business credit, they offer net 30 accounts that get reported to Equifax Business. And we've heard that they are going to start reporting your data also to Dun & Bradstreet and also Experian Business. So this is really good. So basically, if you want to increase your paydesk score, this is a great way to have a net 30 to establish a net 30 account with Wise Business Plans. So when you think about this service, what are the features that you need to pay attention to? First of all, customer business plans starts at about $1,800 to $2,000. Okay. And so they actually write a lot of business plans for all kinds of customers. They do B2C. They also do B2B. And they have business formation. They have also business formation activities. So in other words, they will help you file your LLC, your C corporation, for instance. They can also be your registered agent. They have business license searching services. And they also provide EIN services. So they actually will file on your behalf your EIN. They'll get your EIN from the IRS. They offer digital marketing services. They do business website design and branding. And they do business education services. So when you think about Wise Business Plans, even though the name says business plans, think of it as an all-in-one service. They do all kinds of services. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Let me talk to you about the pros. When you think about Wise Business Plans, I want to really talk about the benefits, the advantages, if you will, of this service. I want to insist once again. So Wise Business Plans is not business planning software. It's not business plan software. So you are not going to pay like something every month and actually use Wise Business Plans for writing your business plan. No, it is a service that you have to go to and you hire them to write your business plan for you. They have actual people that they will write your business plan for you. So what are the pros of Wise Business Plans here? Basically, this service has a lot of helpful information, and you have helpful options for forming your business. So when you reach out to Wise Business Plans, don't just think about writing your business plan, but also think about forming your business. So we're talking about, filing articles of incorporation, filing articles of organization, filing everything with your state authorities. They'll do it for you. Of course, they will charge you for it. Okay. And so they also help you. If you are a new business, they will help you establish business credit. So by giving you a net 30 account, you are able to establish business credit, because once they give you a net 30 account, they will report the data every single month to business credit bureaus, including Experian. And we just heard that they will start actually sharing data also with Dun & Bradstreet and Equifax, as I said before. And so they have business formation services. And the thing here is that what we love about Wise Business Plans is that they do have the depth and breadth of expertise, because every writer has an MBA and works with individual clients supported by researchers and financial experts. So they have an entire team that really sort of supports the writer here. Okay. And clients correspond directly with their writer. And this is regularly mentioned as a real advantage, because you can actually ask the writer to tweak a few things here and there based on the content. So basically, at the end of the day, you get a great balance between price and the amount of research analysis that goes into a business plan that Wise Business Plans writes for you. And the cool thing is that this service is available for all business sectors. Okay. And they also offer a relatively quick turnaround in our view. And you also get additional services. Those are available as required. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Wise Business Plans. This is a review of this service. You want to know whether it's worth it or, not worth it. So let's talk about the cons here. So you heard about the benefits, and nothing is perfect in this life. So there are basically some drawbacks to this service as well. So one thing I really need to let you know is that I think I've already said it. Wise Business Plans is not an actual business plan software tool. And it is relatively expensive by comparison. And the website is really difficult to navigate. What's really crazy is that they're saying that they offer digital marketing services, but they're not able to create a website that really makes sense from a digital marketing services from a digital marketing point of view. It's really crazy. It's something that really baffles our team members. We do not understand. So Wise Business Plans, if you're listening to us, you really need to beef up your website. Okay. So the website right now is really difficult to navigate, which creates a really crappy sort of, excuse the word, but it's true. In terms of UI and UX, it's not really interesting. Okay. And the pricing there is no transparency in terms of pricing. So you need to contact Wise Business Plans for more information, which makes sense though, because this is more of a competitive criterion here. Okay. They do not want to divulge their prices to their competitors. That makes sense. And you do have limited products and features. If you were to go with Wise Business Plans, you're not going to have the constellation of features you get with the regular business plan software tool. And the turnaround is 1 month. In some cases, you might say, 30 days is too long. I want to have my business plan like tomorrow or, yesterday, whatever. If you go with a business plan software tool, you get your data faster. In other words, you get your data like, in some cases, you get your data as you build it. If you go with the Enloop, for instance, you see the actual results right away, and you just need to tweak it yourself. And so the thing is that with Wise Business Plans, the whole thing requires some work on your end. So this is not like you just set it up or whatever. No, there's a little bit of DIY embedded in it. There is no legal advice provided with the service. There are cheaper alternatives for basic work. And the shorter revision period there's a shorter revision period than some competitors in our view. And that's really problematic. If you ask them, they will charge you more for it. There is no live chat, and it can take too long to actually get done. And in some cases that the whole work does not involve the right people. So this is something that Wise Business Plans has to work on. They do provide, though, a wide range of templates to work from in constructing a business plan. They are particularly designed with funding in mind, no matter what kind of business you run. So let's talk about the specs. So when you think about Wise Business Plans, what are some of the specs you need to keep in mind? First of all, the quality is there. So the quality is there. As I said before, they have writers, they have at least an MBA. So at least here you have the breadth and depth of expertise. So those are folks who understand business. Those are folks who understand what a business plan is. And those are folks who understand the industry that you're talking about, because they do not, like Wise Business Plans does not assign writers to you randomly. Okay. So they see the background of the writer before assigning the writer to you. And that's really cool. And the thing is that, so the quality is there. Okay. So you have folks who have expertise. They have folks who have all kinds of expertise, all kinds of expertise levels, including finance. Because at the end of the day, when you have a business plan, you're going to have to fill up the financial aspect of things, the financial reports. And obviously, the writer is not the only one working on the project, because when you actually hire Wise Business Plans to write a business plan for you, they have a team that is supporting the writer. The writer is just the person sort of orchestrating the whole thing. But you have graphic designers, you have researchers, okay? And in terms of value for money, even though Wise Business Plans is relatively expensive, it is really worth it when you think about it. Now, you do not want to use Wise unless you are going for like something really big. Like if you're going for like let's say a substantial amount of funding, whether it is through a loan or whether it is through private equity investors. This is when you want to use services like Wise. Okay. Otherwise, go for cheaper options such as like Enloop or Biz Plan Builder or like Smart Biz. Use business plan software. This is it's just a lot better. Okay. So one thing I want to say here is that Wise actually gives you the ability to have a human actually write your business plan, because otherwise just go with Live Plan or Biz Plan, because those two software tools, among others, have been using artificial intelligence for many years to actually build a business plan for business plans for all kinds of users. They were not using the word AI. I mean, but this is actually what they're doing. So if you go with Wise, just be ready to spend a lot of cash. But the cash is worth it if you expect something in return. In other words, you're going for the big enchilada. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Wise business plans. We are reviewing this service, and at the end of the day, we're asking the question: is it really worth it? Let's talk about the value added here. So when we think about Wise business plans, what kind of value added are we talking about here? One thing I want to say here is that the first value that Wise business plans adds is the fact that they have MBA degree business plan writers. This is really cool. I mean, having someone with the ability, like with that intellectual heft, is really cool, because then you know that the person knows what he or she is writing about. So, and they also have extensive experience writing or updating business plans for clients. Okay. And this is really cool. And so another value that Wise adds is that basically they keep the client information private. So you understand that if you're asking someone to write a business plan for you, you're divulging sensitive business information to that client. And so Wise has been in the business for many years now. And basically you can sign a DNA if you want them to, but chances are your data is safe. Okay. And the writers are not going to divulge your data to third parties, nor is Wise itself divulging your data. And so the cool thing here is that what we love about Wise is that, again, you have the ability to work with an agency, if you will, that offers other services, not just business plan writing. So, you know, if you are a startup and you want to actually form your business, Wise can help you do that. They will help you form your LLC. They'll help you form your S corporation, your C corporation. They'll help you get your EIN, your employer identification number from the IRS. They'll help you they will help you find a registered agent in all 50 states. So basically, this is one of those things where you have to consider a Wise business plan as an all-in service. And they also provide digital marketing services. So if you're a startup, you can use Wise for a lot of things. That's for sure. So talking about using Wise business plans for a lot of things, let's quickly talk about the services provided. And I really want to dig a little deeper here. So when you think about Wise business plans, you have all kinds of business plans. And I want to talk about the business plans because even though they have all kinds of services, I really want to focus on the business plans that they actually provide. Because but people, first of all, this is why you're here. You're here for the business plans. And number two, this is where they started. I mean, they originally, they started by doing business plans, by writing business plans before they actually diversified into other niches. Okay. So when we talk about business plans at Wise Business Plans, you have investor business plans, you have bank business plans, you have strategic business plans, you have nonprofit business plans, you have franchise business plans, you have L1 business plans, you have E2 business plans, you have EB5 business plans, and you have M&A plans, so a merger and acquisition plan. So let's quickly talk about those. So when you talk about investor business plans, those are self-explanatory. So they're used to attract finance. So the plan must include an estimated return on investment, information on the applicant's staff, leadership skills, and analysis of the market sector and the competition. Some may involve startups, but others may be aiming for expansion or a new avenue the business wishes to pursue. What about bank business plan? Those are similar to banks wishing to get as much information as possible to support an application for funds. It must show how any loans will be repaid over the agreed term. Such a plan needs to be laid out professionally and be easy to read and make a convincing case. You also have a strategic business plan. This looks at the market and the trends in specific sectors. It inevitably makes forecasts and assumptions, which makes the use of professional services very sensible given the expertise they have together with research and financial personnel. You also have nonprofit business plans, so this need not mention ROI because the priority is demonstrating how funds will be used wisely within an organization. The plan must assure readers that the staff has the expertise to run the organization properly. You also have a franchise business plan, which is only relevant where a franchise is possible from a parent company that wants to know that the franchisee can fulfill the obligations that it must sign up to maintain the name, quality, level of service necessary. You also have an L1 business plan. This is specialized. It must actually make out the case for getting permission to bring foreign staff over into the United States. Obviously, that case includes the qualifications of the relevant personnel that justify visas, etc. You also have an E2 business plan. This is also to make a case for granting a visa for a foreign investor so that the authorities will see the benefit of granting permission for the applicants to live and work in the United States. You also have an EB5 business plan that seeks to obtain a green card for permanent residency in the U.S. and must make a convincing case to the authorities. Job creation plans are an important aspect of getting approval. And then finally, for a mergers and acquisition plan, this actually looks at the takeover of one business by another and how the new organization can rationalize the business to be successful. Let's talk about pricing here. So when you think about wise business plans, what is the pricing you should really think about? First of all, it's not cheap. I think I've already said that. It's not really cheap. So it's one of those things, before you reach out to wise business plans, you got to really ask yourself, what is the ROI for me? In other words, am I going for the big enchilada? I think I just said that a few minutes ago. Am I going for a loan? Am I going for an investor pitch? Am I really going for a board presentation? The investment that you should expect in your business should be consequential enough to justify you spending $2,000, at least $2,000 on a business plan. Otherwise, you have all kinds of cheaper alternatives, okay? And remember, when you go to wise business plans, you are going for specialized service. You're going for specialized research. You're going for customized investigation, due diligence, okay? And with wise business plans, basic plans start at $1,650, so that's $1,650. But where more research and expertise are needed, perhaps startup plans or those looking to attract investors, the price rises. Any plan will rarely cost more than $5,000. That's what Wise Business Plans assures you on their websites. But search prices are not affordable to everyone. So for those interested in a more affordable solution, it's just better to actually contact software providers such as LivePlan or BizPlan. Okay, this is just a lot better. This is why I said from the start, from the get-go, you really want to go to Wise Business Plans if you already have the budget for it, or you'll be able to get the budget for it. Otherwise, it's really not worth it. But the quality of the service is there, though. I mean, Wise will never disappoint you. They are expensive, but they're the fact that they were really expensive, also not really. I mean, the fact that they are expensive is justified by the quality, the depth and breadth of the expertise they are bringing to the table. So again, make sure that you have the budget for it. If you do, just contact them. They'll take care of you. Not a problem. They'll write you a bespoke business plan that will wow investors and lenders. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let me do a quick recap here. So in today's conversation, I spoke to you about wise business plans. So this was a short review. So I looked at I gave you the about the wise business plans, the about section, the pros sections, the cons, the specs, the value added, the services provided, and the pricing. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.